Hello and welcome to a brand new synth soundset walkthrough with me. The unfinished things are a little different today. No studio camera because my camera is being a total bumhole. So instead we're just going to have the screen. Oh, you'll miss my pretty face, and I've had a shave as well, so sad. Anyway, let's lump straight into what we're doing today. So this is a walkthrough for Omnisphere Colossus V Deluxe bonus patches. Oh yes. So we've already done the walkthrough for Omnisphere Colossus V, which was 444 patches in a Hollywood action and underscore style. This is an extra bonus 56 patches made with Omnisphere and using only the Bob Moog tribute library sound sources. So obviously you can only use these patches if you have that extra library, which you can get from Spectrasonics. If you don't have it, these patches will not work. So don't be that person who sends me an email saying, oh, it doesn't work. And I have to explain why. Okay, you've been told. Right, let's jump into these patches and have a little play. As I say, we've got 56 of them, and that brings up the total to 500, which is nice. And I'd say the vibe here is a little bit more electronic, a little bit dusty, grubby, a little bit darker. Just got that, a little bit of that sort of analog filth and warmth to it, I guess. Right, let's kick off with the ARPs and BPMs and see what we've got here. So a nice melodic ARP. So we've got things going on here. So generally I'd say there's a mixture of these little sort of synth sequences, some bass lines, and a little bit of the percussive stuff as well. Bit of pitch shifting here. Kicks with that sort of grunginess on top. Let's try that mod wheel. Adds that sort of saturation and aggression. Nice bass. So a lot of the sound sources in the Bob Moog tribute library are made with Moogs or filtered with Moogs or go through sort of Moog pedals and stuff. The majority of it is going to have a synthy element to it, but there is some stuff in there that's acoustic as well that's been run through some Moog equipment for a bit of crunch and dirt. Got a little bit of a fun bit at the end there. So we seem to be capturing mostly the synthy stuff so far, nothing percussive yet. Quite the opposite of my Colossus V walkthrough. This is rather pretty. So we're basically just going to be going through every sort of second patch in most of the sections. As you can see, there's fewer sections than usual because we don't have that sort of acoustic instrument quality with the tribute library sound sources. Some drums. Okay. Wow. Filthy. God, the module gets violent. Well, we've got to see what that's like. Nice atmosphere on that one. So we've got some sort of resin bubbling stuff going on here. Cool. There aren't as many sort of percussive sound sources in the Bob Mood tribute library as the main Omnisphere one, so that's why there's fewer percussive sequences in these deluxe bonus patches. Some modules having this filter. It's quite fun for that sort of electronic moment during an action sequence. The tonal percussion. So this has a tonal quality, so we can play different notes. So although it's percussive, you can tune it to your track. I got a handful of hits and bits. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, that's rather nice. Give it another play. Don't mind that at all. Yeah, so definitely got that sort of analog darkness. We've got bass drop. With a bit of extra stuff going on. Now, I think we did have a whoosh bang in here somewhere. Let's play the whoosh bang if we can find it. Nope, not that one. This one. There we go. Let's try this. Cool. Now we do have some hybrid instruments. Well, I say hybrid instrument. So just the one here, which is probably using the I think it's the plucked electronic violin and some other stuff. So a mixture of acoustic and synthy sounds. That gives us quite a nice blend. Only a handful of pads, which is very unlike me, I know, but there we go. You're going to have to live with it. So quite a soft pad, but with a bit of high-end fizz on it, just to help it cut through the mix a little bit. Quite a sort of jittery vibe to that analog pad. quite a nice warm, spacey vibe to it. I like that. It literally says warm and spacey there. Maybe I just read that and subconsciously said it out loud afterwards. Right, a few pads, something revolting here. Quite like that one. Lighter bass there. And this is a sort of a remake, as it were, of one of the patches in the main Colossus V library. Using some of the same programming techniques, but using some different sound sources to give it a more of a grubby vibe, I think. A much lighter touch to that particular patch. And what do we have in synth poly? A bit reduced kind of vibe. So a very straightforward sound, but just with that sort of, it's got a bit of an edge to it, which I rather like, which means that it's just that bit sort of more brutal than it would be otherwise. So playable texture. Sounding quite crushed. That's rather nice. And then in the texture soundscape section, we've got the stuff that doesn't sound so harmonically normal. Unless we get a bright one like this, so this is a nice one. So there's some slow evolutions in the filter. Quite pretty, actually, isn't it? Something less pretty. Much more disturbing. But nice evolving textures. So you get a constant sort of sense of movement. Nothing's staying the same for too long, which is always very useful. Oh, something ambient again. It's nice sort of flickering and reversing feel to it. Yes, that's rather nice. And then finally, we're going to transitions and effects. We've only got two here. Oh, let's play them both then. Let's be generous. So that's nice and short and pretty, isn't it? Let's have another. Yeah, that's nice. And then finally, bulletproof. That's quite fun, the way it suddenly sort of, the filter just chops as you get the release. Another listen? Why not? Okay, then I'll do my usual thing of finding the very last patch. Zingo! What is Zingo? A crunchy drum sequence. Well, why not? That's a good place to stop. And we've got some fun on the mod wheel as well. That's the mod wheel. And there you have it, a handful of patches from the deluxe version of Omnisphere Colossus V. These are the bonus patches, as I say, made with sound sources from the Bob Moog tribute library. I'll remind you again, if you don't have that, these patches will not work. They'll be useless to you. So only get the deluxe version if you have the Bob Moog tribute library. And of course, all the original patches, the original 444 that just use the Omnisphere sound sources, is in the deluxe version as well. You get both together. Okay, well, thank you for listening. I've kept it neatly under 20 minutes, which is, I think, an achievement. Sorry you couldn't see my beautiful face and the lack of beard I currently have. You're probably not so sorry anyway. So the normal, regular version of Colossus V will be £59.99 plus VAT. This deluxe version with the extra 56 patches will be an extra £10 at £69.99 plus VAT. And obviously, if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, you'll be able to get 25% off with the discount code in the email newsletter, which means you'll effectively get these extra sounds for just £7.50, which is pretty good for 56 patches, I reckon. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed hearing the bonus patches. It's helped you make up your mind whether you want to go for the deluxe version or not. I'll see you again when my camera starts behaving with a new sound set later on. Will it be this year? I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, ta-ta for now and goodbye, and thanks again. Bye.